in a ditcher. Oh, morning everybody. Jason, Hollis Farms. It has rained most of the night. A little warm, but I think the rain's gone. I'm gonna run down here, just get up to the shooting house for an hour or so and kind of see what goes on right after daylight. And then we got to go get a battery in that hog trap. Had a little action at Mitts, where we got trap at Mitts last night. It was about 10 or so, 10:30. One kind of come through there and just got a picture. And then I think it was about 3:30. I think it was 4 or 5. It was so much rain and stuff on the camera, it was hard to tell, but I never got a picture of them going under it, but they will, especially if it cools back off and get hungry. They'll come in there. And so we got action at 2 spots. I know that I can guarantee it. Where it is on our place, they come in there last night and I had a dead battery. But anyway, it happens. They ain't going nowhere as long as that corn's there. We're gonna go down here and hunt a little bit and then go work on the hog trap again. Alright y'all, we locked and loaded. Pretty windy this morning. I'm fixing to raise the windows and let it get daylight and see what we see. Getting you some breakfast? Was you hungry? Good stuff, ain't it? Alright, y'all, I didn't hunt too long this morning. At least we didn't get stumped. Saw that little fawn and that big old goofy looking spike we've seen before. And then when I got back to the truck, I got my mind on fixing this putting a battery in this hog trap. One reason I got down, it's a little bit warm. But anyway, right when I got back to the truck, I saw a buck cross a lane. So I just sat there for a minute, taking my boots and all off, and here come another. And so apparently there was a doe in there that was in heat, and they was trailing her. Alright, so I've had something on my mind for a little while. Y'all know I like my recurve, and sometimes it's just hard to commit to it. This is my Matthews Monster. The first deer I killed with a bow, I was 10 years old with a Bear mini mag. It was like on 20 pounds. I was shooting my dad's arrows. It was about 20 inches too long, and I had no sights. I mean, I shot compounds for a pretty long time without sights, and then I got in the groove with everybody else and started shooting sights. But I've had on my mind of this, you get all this mess on these bows, and I just get tired of it. And what I'm taking this sight off. If I want to put it back on there, all I got to do is screw it back on and it'll still be on. But I'm fixing to play with this monster a little bit, shooting without sights, and see if I can get the hang back over it again and just play with it some. I always like to play. I love these bows and all. And I've been lazy and got my rifle out, but I think I'm gonna tinker with this a little bit. So I'm taking everything off, and I may shoot a round or two. It's on about, I forget what this bow will go up to. This is a 60. It's maxed out on 60. I may have to drop it back down just a little bit because I'm going to shoot fingers. And then we'll just see what we can do. Alright, y'all, I'm pretty excited. This is my first group of 4 at 10 yards. No sights, nothing on the compound bow. This just take a lot of practice, but I believe this could work. Alright y'all, so here's what we're doing now. I got us some battery, fresh battery. We got some good sunshine. Actually, the other battery is charging right now, but I know it'll probably won't last through the night, so we're gonna put a freshly charged one in here, right here in the middle of the day before they start moving. See if we can't get some hog action tonight. We left PJ in the truck for a little bit. We're gonna get back and we'll play with her and see what we can get into. So here's what we're doing now. We got the hog trap back going. We're going to go down to this little lake that's on our place here, and we still got one rod and reel and one lure. See if we can catch a fish. We're going to end up with, we got to get some baits and lures and poles and all that junk. We're going to fish. We're going to do it. We're going to do it right. Go swimming, PJ. Come here, PJ. There's two little boats over there I forgot about, Cody. Alright, we ain't got a bite yet. We're just gonna keep walking. Come on, PJ. PJ, don't you fall in. Come on, PJ. Don't you fall in. They may not catch us, but it sure is peaceful. Don't you jump off in there, PJ. Too cold to swim. You fish, I got her. We gotta see a fish, don't we, PJ? We hungry. Don't get up on this boat. You got plenty of room to fish out there. You ain't through it twice. You're gonna end up in this water. They probably gonna be in the sunshine today because it's cool, so you're just throwing in the right spot. I don't know much about fishing, but I'd be wanting to be in the sunshine. We're liable to fire this boat up with them two paddles here in a minute. I'm not sure if it's gonna sink or not though. Hey girl. Hey girl. She's trying to get brave. Come here, PJ. PJ, no. You can't do that. Go, 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 go. Alright, we finally caught one. Grab him by his lip and pick him up. Grab him by his lip. Grab him by his lip, boy. Don't be a girl. I've got you on video. You better pick. Hold him up. Finally caught one. We're going to sit right here and catch some more. Alright, we finally in some action. See what we can do now. Oh, we wearing them out now. Look at PJ get that fish. Pull him, reel him on in, Cody. Reel your rod. Alright, we finally catching now. Hold him up, Cody. Something hit it. Alright, we might be rolling now, y'all. We got two.
It looks like right there where the looking.
Yeah. There he is. There he is. You got him. Got him. Good, Cody. Good. Hold him up. There you go. That's good. That's enough. That's enough. Good job. Heck yeah, we in it now. What is that, 3?
Okay.
All right.
In a row.
Watch that ant bed. We done disturbed them. We don't need to have no ants. You need to get down there on the bank with them. Yeah. Get out of them ants, PJ. We're gonna get one in a minute. Did you feel one?
No, when it came up on the back, I found it.
No spinner bait. You're right in them ants now. I ain't gonna tell you no more. Had it, didn't he?
One pulled here.
Huh?
Is there one pulled on?
Keep jerking on them. All right, we just had another and then it got off. We got a hook on this spinner bait big enough for a shark. We got to get us a little smaller bait. I texted Jake while ago and told him to send us a picture
I don't think this is
of what we need. Watch, he's finna hit you right there. That's where they always hitting you. Right there. Let me get another. Not you can look. Alright, y'all, I decided I wanted to try me one. 4th cast right here. Did I lose him? Golly. I lost him, y'all. Alright, I lost mine. Cody's back at it. Cody gonna be the fisherman. Wearing them out. I gotta try again. I was trying to get Cody to cut the video camera on and get it going, and I lost mine. He's wearing them out though. I need me a cane pole, y'all, and I just sit on the bank with a cork and a cane pole, and some minnows or something. I'd be happy. No. Where you going, PJ? Got us a fishing dog too. No, ma'am. No, quit biting. He ain't fell in yet. Alright, we've been fishing so hard. Had to break out the Wild Hog summer sausages and a Dr. Pepper. PJ's over here finishing. So she done finished her food. Where you at, PJ? Good girl. Alright, y'all, me and Cody and PJ made it back. Boy, did we have a good day. Had a nice little short deer hunt this morning. Got the hog trap going. We love to catch tonight. And Cody caught his first fish. Out 4 of them, and I missed them. Missed one. We're gonna get a little deeper into that. Probably do a little bit on the river from time to time, but it's hard to beat a little old farm, pond, lake, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I'm not a big fisherman, but boy, if he likes it, we're gonna go. But I have, I was thinking about something on the way home a while ago. I've had a few comments about some of the deer that I videoed and let go. Somebody comment, that's a 4-year-old, that's a 5-year-old. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about what me and my buddy Mitt's been talking about. I used to think I can age one. Oh, 1 year old's usually pretty easy. 2, 3, pretty tricky. 4 to 5, really tricky. But get a little older, you can kind of guess. But earlier in the year, well, not too long ago, Mitt sent me a picture of a deer. 2 pictures of a deer. I think one of them was in velvet, and maybe one of them after it was hard horned. And he said, "How old's that deer?" And I looked and studied and looked, and I said, "I'm gonna say he's 4, but with the rack on him, man, you'd think he's 5." But anyway, we talked later. He said, "I said the same thing." Well, a buddy of his had killed the deer, and he sent me a picture of the jawbone, I think. But anyway, this dude's jawbone was gone. This deer was, I forget what he said, 7 or 8. I think that's what he said. But anyway, it just blew my mind and really got me to thinking, do I know how old one is? I don't know anymore. Cause I am changing my tune on cull deer. And the biggest reason I'm changing my tune on what I would call a cull deer that y'all have heard me talk about this year and some I've shot, a lot of times it's just an excuse to shoot, I guess. Makes you feel better about it. Where I've been hunting 99, probably 97% of the time this year, I told you I'm a little disappointed. We have got to get these deer some more groceries. And I think until you do that, you can't really call cull, because you don't know exactly what that deer could be if he had the right groceries. So I'm kind of backed up. I've been fooling with a bunch of cameras, and may share some of them pictures and may not, but I'm just about not gonna shoot nothing unless it's just I know for a fact he's old, or a sure enough stud probably on this particular place. A couple more places I may shoot something. Core land, public land, I may be a little different, but I'm gonna really study on this place. I got to get the food right before I can say that deer's a cull or what. I'm not saying you can change genetics, but I think you can get them to their better potential. Another thing we've been talking about too, the Mississippi laws, I think it's got to have a 13, 14-inch beam or so-and-so spread or something. Basically it's stupid what it is. And if somebody's listening that helped come up with that, I'm sorry. But basically what they're letting you kill is your best young deer, and your junk, so to speak, is getting let go. And I think that's a lot what we see on our place, because we don't shoot many, is our neighbors shoot a lot, and I'm not knocking them. I wish they'd I was gonna say do better. I'm not gonna say that. I wish they would let more go, and we could have a big amount of acreage with some big deer in time. But I get that. I'm not knocking them. But what's happening is I'm blaming the state for these rules, because you end up, like, let's just say you got I think it's a 14-inch beam, 13-inch spread, whatever it is. You can look it up. I don't even hardly read the rules and laws. But what happens is, one thing me and Mitt talk about too, we call them LeBron James. They were super athletes, super basketball athletes. I'm not a basketball fan or nothing like that, but I know who he is, or whatever. Just a super athlete. A lot of times I might say Michael Jordan or something. These were just extraordinary athletes that most people know who they are. And what's happening, we'll send each other a picture and we'll say, that was LeBron or Michael Jordan or whoever in kindergarten, or that's him in high school, that's him in college, or that's just kind of the terms we play with talking to each other about. But what the state has done with these laws is Michael Jordan and LeBron is getting shot in elementary school, and and we got a term we call high grading too, and that's when you shoot your best out and leave the worst. And as a state, that's what we're doing. We're high grading as a state, and as a property that's trying to manage, it really makes it hard. And I've come to the conclusion that that's why I can see a lot of old big deer that you might call a call, because it takes so many bucks hitting the ground to get that Michael Jordan that it's not impossible, but it makes it harder and harder when you got neighbors that are shooting all these Michael Jordans in elementary school. So I'm backing up on my call thinking and my aging. I am going to manage this property to the best of my ability for food, cover, and everything else, and give it some time before I holler call again. And y'all liable to see me shoot one with my bow and call it a call. No more than we shoot down there. We're definitely not hurting them. Gets a little aggravating, our neighbors. I mean, you get down there and you hear 7, 8 shots a day. It is a ton of them getting shot. And like I said, I'm not knocking them. It's just a little frustrating. And you got to be good to your neighbors. But I know we got people that just sit up and down our property line. That's kind of aggravating. When I'm bush hogging around our property line, I see stands, and just pretty aggravating. And they got way more acres to hunt than we do, but that's just what they're gonna do. But I'm bound and determined to make it work. But the aging of deer on the hoof and stuff, whew, I've lost it. I got the deer I've killed this year, the deer Cody killed, their heads are in the freezer. I'm gonna get European mounts done on them. And talking to Brian the other day, I told him this, and I think Jake's gonna get all his jawbones and whatever Brian kills or whatever, and we're gonna study on these jawbones. It's hard to age one from a jawbone, especially in that 3, 4, 5 and all year range. But when you get up there 7 or 8, it gets a little easier. You can say he's old, he was mature. But so that's kind of where we're going. I got away from the jawbones for years, but one point Mitt said too, and it's if you get he said he killed a deer this year that I think it was 6. Deer scored 172, I think, just a superstar, a stud. And the reason he knows how old it was, because this deer popped out at 2, or I think 2 maybe, and had some specific character on him that he carried on for the rest of his life. And a lot of the places, most of the places we hunt, these deer don't have a lot of character. Some of them do. So really the only true way to tell how old one is, if you do keep up with the cameras, and I'm gonna try to do a little better job at that, keep up with the cameras, and then match them up every year. You might be off a year or something, but not that much. So that's kind of my thoughts on aging one. I have been bumfuzzled on some stuff this year, some known stuff that we're kind of looking at and studying at. But anyway, we've gained some good deer. We got some good deer, and I really think in 2 or 3 years we're going to see a huge difference. We should start seeing a difference year by year, because we got all these videos. I don't keep up with a lot of camera pictures, but you kind of know, you can kind of see some of the deer I'm seeing down there where I'm hunting most time are a little better than last year. So we keep getting them a little better and a little better is all we can do, but we're just gonna keep whacking at it. But anyway, just gonna touch on that a little bit, because I've seen some comments and just wanted to give my 2 cents and or whatever it's worth. And you fool with this stuff every day, and your thoughts change from time to time. But the biggest way to have big deer is don't shoot them when they're little. Just like I've seen the big 7-point, got it on video, and then that big 6-point and a 7-point, and a few more 8-points and 10-point, few of them, and just gonna have to keep letting them go. Doing a lot of studying and listening to people that's supposed to know what they're talking about. So, anyway, had a good day overall today. Cody's fired up about this fishing, but I am fixing to get these mules some hay. Cody's watering the mules and horses, and then we're gonna go feed the dogs, and about time to get something to eat. I'm gonna try to eat early tonight. I end up being late most of the time because of hunting, but took off this evening. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.